Hi, TB Milk family. I just want to say it's easy to do what's comfortable, and it's easy to not have to make the best decision all the time. And notice I said best and not right, because we have to stay humble and remember that everybody is at a different part in their journey, and every part is relative to the next. So there has to be this so we can grow, and there has to be this so we can remember never to go back. So it's easy to do the things that keep us where we are, to keep us comfortable. It takes making a better decision. It's hard waking up at 5 a.m. It's hard because you'll realize the only thing that is going to get you up at 5 a.m. and keep you getting up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., the only thing that's going to do that is if you have a burning desire greater than yourself. You get up at 5 a.m. because you want to be better, because you want the outside world to be better. You want the projection to be better because you know that you're a part of that projection, and you know that your habits are a part of the collective habits. So every time we choose to be better and choose something that's vibrating higher, the collective as a whole vibrates higher. That's why Gandhi said you have to be the change you want to see in the world. It has to start with you first. Trust me, man. I know it's hard to stay up till 4 a.m. in college studying. I know it's hard. I know it's hard because you know that you have to wake up at 7:30 to be at class by 8, and know that you're going to be in classes till 2, and then you're going to have about an hour or two to maybe eat, and then you're going to have to go study again. Or in some people's cases like mine, I was a college athlete, so I knew that my schedule was what it was. I got out of class, I had to eat, I had to get ready for practice, and then I had to study, and then it was repetition. How grateful I am for that time in my life. It taught me so much. But you can go the extra mile when you're doing it for something greater than just you. And this is how you really fall in love with yourself, by the way. Because a lot of people, they won't even do what's better because they don't feel like they're worthy of it, or they just don't care because they don't think that their life is worth it. But I'm telling you, once you start doing it for something bigger than you, you fall in love with you, because you realize the idea of you was false anyways. It was just ego perceiving. So trust me, I get it. I know it's hard to pick the better decision because we have free will. And it's hard to overcome that thought in your mind that you can do anything you want. I mean, you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. But every time you don't choose to be better and do better, once you learn of a way to do better and be better, you're holding not only yourself back, but you're holding the collective back. And because you feel held back inside, that's signaling in your body lack. And because you're in this place of lack, the vibration of lack causes poverty, and poverty is projected on the outside as not having what? Love, not having money, not being educated. It comes in the form of depression. It comes in the form of anxiety, uncertainty. It comes in the form of drug abuse. This is what all of that does. And we think it's the outside doing it, but it's really the inside. It's all of our insides are believing, most of us believe we're in a state of lack because we're not living in abundance. But abundance is a different lifestyle than lack. So you have to change it all. You have to shift the whole paradigm. You have to unlearn everything you ever learned and relearn it all over again. You know, they used to say that the illiterate people of the future would be the ones who couldn't read and write. And now, do you know what they say? The illiterate people of the future are going to be the ones who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn again. They're going to be the people who cannot break down the construct that they've been living their whole life to create a new one. They're going to be the people who choose not to see that they are a part of the Creator, so they can create by changing in here, which will change outside eternally. So this is why I say don't focus on what you don't want out here, because you're giving it life, you're giving it momentum, you're making this world seem more real than what's in here, when all reality, everything starts as a thought. Everything. Every invention you see, from the light bulb to the car to an airplane, it never existed. And somebody had the audacity to dream something that's never been dreamed before and decided to believe in it, even though nobody else believed. And they brought it here. They took a thought and made it a burning desire, and they put faith behind it. And faith is love. And faith is believing no matter what the outside is telling you. And they brought it here. They made it physical. They made it tangible. They took a coded vibration and they built on it and gave it energy and momentum inside until it was birthed here. And then everybody had to believe, because then they could see it. Remember that people aren't going to believe what you see and hear if it doesn't exist out here already. But you got to believe in it anyways if you want to make that change. You are so much more powerful than you know, my TB Milk family. Step into your greatness. I will be breaking down the chakras very soon in an overview, because the book collection that I'm releasing, one of them actually has to do with the chakras to help you understand your emotions so that you can transcend them. And I'll be talking a little bit about that more in July when everything is released on the 1st. And I thank you everybody for being here in this space with me. And you know, I'm just so grateful for everything I experienced in my life, so that I'm able to help people find their own freedom, because only you can find your own freedom. Like, I can give you some seeds, but you have to do the nurturing. You have to grow that tree. You have to believe that that tree is going to grow, even though it's just a seed in the ground. You have to know it's going to be staying here forever. Like, look at these trees, man. Look how high. They all started from one seed and went from a seed to a shrub. And now look at them. And it doesn't even matter if there's storms. They don't fall down. And I don't know if you've ever walked in the woods and seen an old tree that's fallen down before, but the forest, it utilizes it as a home, as food, as nutrients for the soil. So it still exists because it's there for everything else. If you have any questions, if you're confused about anything, I can help you. Just let me know. I'm here for you. No judgment, ever. Don't be scared I'm ever going to judge you. I'm the last person. One love.